Arab governments have not made America to pay for support for Israel. If anything, they're rewarding it. So why should America change? I mean, of course, I agree with what you said. I mean, you can make a clear case that America's support for Israel has been destructive for America's interests. I remember on September 11, when it first happened, for no reason, and I do not know why, I kept thinking of James Forrestal. Most of you have never heard of that guy. He was Secretary of Defense in the Truman administration when he was about to recognize Israel. And James Forrestal was the one who warned Truman, as did the military and intelligence advisor of Truman, that this would be devastating for America's long-term interests in the Middle East region. And I kept thinking about it. So of course, but they don't see it that way. And Arab governments are now facilitating, helping America to not suffer for its support for Israeli war crimes. Yes?
My question was actually very much like his. It seems very simplistic to me. I would just like to say, why don't we quit supporting everybody? I mean, many times we can't even support ourselves with all our economic woes.
I want that.
Why do we have to support Israel? Why? I mean, why do we have to support
Egypt.
Arab countries? Why do we have to support everybody? It's
I'm with you.
nothing but problems for our soldiers. I mean, not just the soldiers.
I'm with you. I mean, get out. We don't want you there. The Iraqis don't want you there. The Arabs don't want you there. Get out of the Middle East. You're not invited. You're not welcome. I mean, you go there with your weapons, your arms, you bomb people and so on, and then you wonder, why don't they like us? Well, you're dropping bombs over their head. Of course they don't like you. For good reason.
Yeah, but it's a lot more complex than that, though. It's
I mean, if you are having a bomb dropped over your head, it's not complex. You are being killed. You've lost family members.
It's because our government, certain forces in our government and other governments are placing our soldiers in harm's way. Our soldiers don't just go, I live at Fort Bragg, so I can say they're not going to go anywhere unless they're told to. So the
Of course.
forces mechanize them.
We know that, but the government is doing that. And there are consequences for these wars.
And it's because we're supporting Israel. I don't think we should support Israel. I don't think we should support anybody. I mean, we didn't fix our problems here first.
I'm with you. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Our soldiers don't want to go to war.
I think the problem is,
They are not war mongers.
I think the problem is
They're forced to go to war.
if you become a senator and you win, you're going to take these words back,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you can tell she's not running for office.
That's the problem.
Yeah. If you're not for office, you
I
just
see it, I see it.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
understand it, so.
You're kind of mentioning that your proposed solution is that the U.S. just totally withdraw its support from Arab regimes as well as from Israel. But given the relationships that the U.S. has with Arab regimes, and that they're supporting this this bureaucratic authoritarian structure that has this.
You're taking Bassam's courses, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
I can tell.
They have like this clientele relationship. If the U.S. withdraws, could there be another power that actually steps in, and you still have the maintenance of this same?
Not clear. I mean, we really don't know. The notion that if you replace those regimes, there will be Al-Qaeda. It's either Al-Qaeda or us. That's what they tell the United States. That's not really the case. If you look at places where free elections have been held, I think that the Arab public preferences are far more rich and far more diverse than we are led to believe. And the answer, we don't know. I mean, let's give them a chance to express themselves. Having said all that, please, I don't want to be bogged down with discussion of free elections and so on. I am not one of those believers in like, let's have free elections. In fact, I don't want them right now in the Middle East because I believe that free election in the age of American dominance are futile. They basically buy legitimacy for corrupt regimes. The Saudis go there, they spend $1 billion like they did in Lebanon. They buy the vote. They go to Iraq, they spend another $1 billion, they buy the vote. So I want elections sometime when you can make sure that no other influences are there. You can have election where there is no 100,000 foreign troops in that country. And then maybe, but I mean, the question of elections for me is like not high on my priorities. You know, people are being killed, there's no safe water, and free election is an opportunity for the rich billionaires to come and buy prominence. Why would I want that? I mean, in Lebanon we have the closest case to free elections. In Tripoli, in the north of Lebanon, the election was largely between billionaires. Billionaires came, people didn't know them well. They came and they threw money. I mean, that's what election is. It's like what Karl Marx said about competition under capitalism. It's not like competition between individuals, it's like competition between capital. That's what elections have become. Well, thank you very much for attending and have a good night. I'm free.